Alright, so this one is actually my very first intro that I had done. I had just drove the car out, shut it off, and a few minutes later I had walked out and started to record the front of the car for my intro. So here, if you listen, a lot of noise from the camera. And then that was the end of it. Now, if I can get this thing to minimize, there we go. I have several other videos that I took over time. A lot of those were just intros. Let me see here. What else can we show you to add to this? Let's see, tube vids and stuff, cam videos. Was that the one I was just in? No, it was not. Alright. Olds for video. Okay, this folder we'll click on. See, taillights and trunk. Okay, we'll show you that one real quick. There, the car was actually running, so that's what you're hearing. Sound like a jet going by, but it's not. It's just my car running. Alright. That Oldsmobile mat I actually bought online. I thought it was bigger than it was, and it fits in the trunk, but it's a lot smaller than I was anticipating. So you've actually, if you've watched my videos and seen my Oldsmobile videos, these are some that you've already seen. Okay, and I actually have a little surprise that I'll show you in this video when it's finalized. That I'll have to figure out how I want to put that in there, but I just recorded it the other day, and we'll show you that one in the final cut. But for now, we'll go back to the Olds demo. Let me close this. Now, like I showed you, this is just to give you an idea. Usually, lately, I've been deleting the cold metal hammer-on that's at the ending that you hear. I've deleted that, when I usually, because this is already pre-made. I just delete that and add whatever music, my music that I made with Magic's Music Maker, I'll add that in. And then you get different tunes for the endings, or I'll add different pictures, so it's not just the same ending all the time. What we're going to do is we're going to close this one. And I just wanted to show you that because that's what I use generally for my intros. I might change the beginning, but I use this platform here for my videos. Okay, so we'll close that. Do I want to save changes? No. Okay. Now, we'll open the Olds demo video again. It'll take a minute here. Alright, a little slow here finding everything, but it'll start in a minute here. Alright, it's loading. There we go. So here's what we've had so far. Okay? This is just to give you, again, to give you an idea of how this program works. So what we're going to have is we'll leave all this in here. Okay, and there's the pictures that I added in last. Okay, and those are with the car and primer. I might add some more. Let's see here. I think I got some more. Let me see my pictures, Olds pictures. And let's see here. Yes. Okay, this is my Olds prior to paint picture. What we'll do is we'll put this one right here. Move it over here. Okay. This is when I had the car, hadn't done anything with it yet. It was still fairly new at the time. I'd only had it maybe about a year. And I'd done some work on it and replaced the one lens because it was in really cracked, bad shape. But here we'll show you the side of the car before paint, or after it was painted, excuse me. And here it is before paint. So what we'll do is we'll have it show you that picture, then this picture, then this is when it was getting painted. Okay, we'd already, if you notice right up, you notice a little blue on the, is that the cowl panel, I guess? That was because we had painted the underside of this, underside of the hood, inside the engine compartment, and I had the outside of the car done. Because we had done the door jambs, the trunk, everything else was done, just the outside needed to be painted. And to finalize and to make it right, I had it done. Okay? So, you have these pictures here that shows the car sanded and being prepped to paint. See, if you look on the back there, we had painted, you know, the back side of different parts and everything so that they had paint on them. So you see some of the paint that was already on the car. And then I had taped off, so they didn't have to do extra work. I taped off around there for the lights and everything else. And then you get the last picture here, which they had some dust on their camera when they took the picture. Here you see the other side of the car from the back side. Everything's all sanded and prepped. Okay? Now, go back to my old pictures and trying to think which one I used. Well, here, we'll actually throw this one in. This is the day I brought the car, day after I had brought the car home. And if you look right here, there's nothing on the car. It's all painted, but there's no bumper, no headlights, nothing on there. Okay? You'll be able to see that better in the video when it's finalized. So there you have all of that. And then I'm going to add a few other things to this video. This order that it's in right now might not be the way it's finalized. Okay? So what we might do is I might go to this black screen right here after this picture that I showed you before, and I might have something a little different in this area for you guys. Just to throw it up a little bit and basically show you something that I had planned. We'll figure out how I'm going to do that, and you'll see the end results. But basically that's how I use this program for my editing. I use this program, and I use the Windows, what do they call the dang thing? Windows Movie Maker for some of the editing if I can't do it with this program, or to convert, because even the video converter that I showed you, convert video, it doesn't seem to allow you to do AVI with this program. For some reason, this program does not like AVI, and that's what this camera that I'm holding in my hand records in. Now, I have older Kodak cameras. One doesn't take sound with the video, and the other one does. Quality doesn't seem to be the greatest, but they come out in MOV format, which anybody that owns a Apple product knows that that's the format generally used with Apple products. So that works great for them, but for a lot of what I'm doing here, it doesn't always work. However, this particular program accepts MOV format. You can actually take videos and actually drag and drop them right here into your screen, and it'll accept them, and then you can edit them up. It just doesn't like AVI. So we'll add a few more things, and then what you'll end up seeing is the final outcome. And what I'll also show you right now, I'm thinking about, so I do not forget, when you're done, you can actually go down to, it says output as. If I can get it to zoom in without going blurry, which it did anyway. I'm shaking the camera here. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Okay, you're going to put output as to finalize it. Then it'll ask you to name it, and then after you named it, then it'll start to do the rendering process, which, as long as I remember, I'll show you that too. And I'm not going to make you sit through the whole rendering process. Basically, I'll just show you the finals, and then you'll see the end result. Alright, let me let you guys off for just a second as I figure out a few things. Then I'll show you the last parts that I'm going to do with this video that you will see before the final cut. And then this will be a double thing. It'll show you how I use this Roxio Media Creator program to edit my videos. And you'll also see a few things that you may not have seen about my old so far.